Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. What? Okay.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Here comes this Dallas offense, led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. On time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll run it. This is Booker. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word, because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Prescott yet again. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malik McDowell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And incomplete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around it, if you're trying to get...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are... able to show off their quick strike ability. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's caught by Galladay. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past the 35. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On second down, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, Dak going to keep it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. Powers through. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third. Down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A dump off to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jones to Golladay there for a Giant first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep finding it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Their passing game has been spectacular.
This afternoon, finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Shepard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he works free. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Buckle up tight, partner. We've got a huge finish ahead of us.
Absolutely. That touchdown puts them ahead by a score as we hit the 2-minute warning. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Jones. Pass complete to Shepard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6. Here's Jones. Pass complete, Galladay. And all the way down to the 37.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll run with Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.